Hey there and welcome to Linuzo FPV. I'm Linuzo, aka Jared, and I'm just here to share with you today what is FPV. Is a way to get first-person view while you're flying a drone. So many different ways that you can get a video feed. Basically, FPV is a video feed going from the camera in the drone to a receiver device. Could be a screen like this, right? So they have goggles. Their portability is nice. You could take it with you, throw it in a backpack, whatever you like, right? And the best part about them is you can actually wear them on your head, right? So they're easy to put them on, and then you can kind of see where you're going, right? With the goggles. So you look a little bit weird wearing these things on your head, especially when you get the antennas on and everything else. But this is the way I prefer to fly drones, FPV. So when I put these on, it's like two little televisions inside on my eyes, and I can actually see where the drone is going, and that's in a first-person view. Now, many people like this kind of thing. These are sky zones, so they're very entry level, so to speak. There's other ones that are more expensive. They're Fat Sharks, which take a module, and there's many more things. This is a pretty in-depth thing. Like, flying drones is something that's pretty in-depth. And what I'm ready to do with you guys here in my own little space, it's nothing fancy. I know it's only a sofa and me and you, and me speaking to you guys, but what I'm hoping to do here is to get people that are new into the hobby, show them the basics from day one, and go through to eventually you'll be flying drones, building them, flying them, everything all at the same time. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I feel it's very fun. It's really fun. I mean, when you're in the goggles and you actually get to fly around, and now I'm still getting used to talking to the camera and doing this. This is actually one of my first videos that I've ever done, but I'm here to share some information with you guys and hopefully make it easier for you. And in the long run, you'll be able to go out and maybe even share some of this knowledge with your friends, or send them to my channel so they could check it out as well. But basically, first-person view it's so fun. You probably had race cars before. You had RC, radio-controlled cars, or boats, those kind of things. They would go on land or water. Well, this is the same thing as that, except the only difference is now we're flying in the air, right? And that is, basically, man have always had this evolution thing of wanting to fly, right? This is nothing new. I mean, it's been going on for hundreds of years. The Wright brothers tried to create a plane. They wanted to fly. Now people fly all over the place. Big, huge commercial airliner jets and all that kind of thing. But if you actually, always wanted to try to fly, this is another aspect of flying. So you can put on some goggles, learn how to fly, go up, go around, do any kind of maneuvers, really. The sky's the limit, literally, like, no pun intended, but that is basically what's going on here. So there's many different types of drones that people can get started with. There's these little, like, tiny whoop drones. This is a 5-inch drone, quadcopter. I would call it a quadcopter as opposed to a drone, because drones are things that can fly by themselves, like a DJI. You can set a coordinates for it to go to, it can do its thing, come back to you, all automated, and that is not what this is. Okay, I'll just let you know right now. If you're looking to do fully automated drone flying, that's not really what this is. I mean, you can get in depth and set that up, but this is not. This is complete RC flying, and it's manual. I mean, there's a little bit of, you can have some stability where it can hover in one spot basically by itself, but I don't recommend people to start learning how to fly that way. We'll get into that in the future, but this is basically just a view of the racing drone. So what you have here is you have a camera, which is your primary viewpoint, what you're going to be seeing out of. Okay, so you have 4 motors, so that's where it's a quadcopter. So you have 4 motors, right? And underneath these, well, I don't have it right now, I have a different one, but you'll have ESCs that will be on the arms. So electronic speed controllers. Basically, it's a computer chip that what happens is it sends signal to the motor, and it tells the motor how fast to spin in order to do whatever type of rotation that you wish to do. So if you want to do a fast rotation, then the computer, the flight controller inside of here, will send a signal to the ESCs to tell it how fast to spin the motor in order to be able to do the maneuver that you want to make, depending on the stick inputs you're doing on your controller. So it's very cool, and the nice thing is the computer maintains it, does a lot of the stuff for you, and I'm just gonna keep on making videos, and as every day as we go, you'll be able to progress along and hopefully be able to fly better and better each day. I'm not saying I'm not a professional pilot. I mean, I'm a hobbyist. I enjoy flying quadcopters, and I really hope that I could help some other people to learn how to fly quadcopters too. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we always want more people to be in the hobby, so we have more people to enjoy it with. Okay, so this is a quadcopter frame, a drone. So there's a frame, which is the metal carbon fiber part that you see that I'm holding on to. You have 4 motors, okay? We already spoke about that. There's 4 ESCs, electronic speed controllers, 1 for each motor, okay? You'll have a flight controller inside that's connected. The camera connects to it. The video transmitter will connect to it, which actually transmit the video signal out on the channel that you choose to the goggles so you can see. There's multiple channels, so that way it doesn't interfere with different pilots and different racers. So basically you'll be able to choose your channel, and everybody's on their own channel so they don't interfere with each other. This thing is powered by a LiPo battery. So lithium polymer batteries are very... I'll get one. So this is a lithium polymer battery. Lithium polymer batteries can be extremely dangerous, but they can be extremely helpful for us to get the quads. I like to call these quads. They're quadcopters, multi-rotors, but I call them quads. So from now on, I'm going to call them quads. So the nice thing about lithium polymer batteries is it's able to give us enough power to launch these into the air. Lithium-ion batteries, I believe, that don't have enough power in order for us to launch these. So most people are using lithium polymer because they're a high discharge rate battery, and we're able to launch these into the air and have a lot of fun. So there's a lot of stuff that you're going to have to learn about lithium polymer batteries and how to take care of them. And I'm going to go through that, not right now, but in another video, to teach you how to take care of your batteries, discharge rates, and all sorts of other things like that on how to safely handle lithium polymer batteries so that you will not have a LiPo fire. I've never had a LiPo fire, and I have to say that I think it's because of the way I handle my batteries. And if I can pass that on to you, then hopefully you will not have a LiPo fire either. Holy frick, this guy keeps calling me. All this right now. For some reason, I was just doing this video, and then I'm not very good at it. I'm trying my best, and now you're interrupting it. What do you want? Okay, well, that's enough of these people interrupting us. Oh, my gosh. So that's basically the components of a racing drone. Like I said, there's really not that many parts, and it's very simple. You have your camera, you have your carbon fiber frame, which holds everything together, 4 motors, 4 electronic speed controllers, 1 for each motor. You have a flight controller and a VTX, video transmitter, we call it a VTX, and a receiver that will receive the controls from our transmitter, which is the controller. This transmits the signal to the drone. The receiver receives the signal, sends it to the flight controller, which is inside, that then sends that information to the electronic speed controllers to tell the motors which ways to spin and the speed that we want to go based on the throttle input and everything like that. So it's very simple. That's all there is to it. More videos I'll go through on showing you how to build one of these yourself, and it's very fun to fly. Now let's go to a flying video so you can see how fun it really is to fly. See you later. Please, the same disease. I won't give in, I won't bow down. Yeah.